Exclusive. Club wants to sell superstar after Liverpool and Newcastle update collapses. £100 million star ready to walk to Liverpool to complete his dream transfer this summer. Ibrahima Konate's priority revealed, catching fans by surprise. Hello, Reds fans. Let's dive into today's updates. Crystal Palace is open to offers for defender Mark Guehi in this summer transfer window, amid strong interest from Liverpool, Tottenham, and Newcastle United. The news was revealed exclusively by Give Me Sport on the Market Madness podcast. The Eagles are preparing for the 2025-26 season after winning the FA Cup and securing European qualification. However, the club is currently battling in court to avoid being dropped from the Europa League to the Europa Conference League. At the same time, Palace is planning to strengthen the squad, but is also bracing for key departures, especially that of captain Guehi, who is entering the final year of his contract. Described as a superstar by club owner Steve Parish, Mark Guehi appears increasingly likely to leave Selhurst Park this summer. The 23-year-old defender is attracting attention from Champions League clubs, with Liverpool leading the race as they look for a long-term defensive option. Especially with Van Dijk now in his 30s, Konate's contract expiring next summer, and Quansah already sold to Bayer Leverkusen. Newcastle and Tottenham are also keeping close tabs. The Magpies had offers rejected last summer, while Spurs made an attempt in January that was turned down. Back then, Palace still hoped to renew Guehi's contract. Now, however, they'd rather cash in than lose him for free in 2026. Despite Liverpool's strong interest, the club considers Palace's asking price too high and will only make a move if the fee drops below £45 million. Still, Guehi is seen as a possible exception to Liverpool's current transfer strategy, which has prioritized younger defenders aged 18 to 22, such as Yoral Hato and Charlie Cresswell. Meanwhile, the player himself is reportedly open to a move, provided he's guaranteed regular playing time. His main goal is to secure a starting spot in Thomas Tuchel's England squad ahead of the World Cup. If no suitable opportunity arises, he may choose to stay at Selhurst Park for one more season. The final decision will depend on both the financial offers and sporting guarantees. Until then, the race for Mark Guehi remains wide open. If all goes well, Liverpool could pull off a bold move in this transfer window by snapping up Anthony Gordon from Newcastle. After the disappointment in trying to sign Alexander Isak, the Reds have turned their focus to another one of Eddie Howe's star players. And unlike Isak, Gordon has a deep emotional connection to the club. He's been a Liverpool fan since childhood, despite having played 78 matches for bitter rivals Everton. The potential signing of Gordon gains even more traction given the current situation surrounding Luis Diaz. The Colombian winger is being heavily pursued by Bayern Munich, who already had a $67.5 million bid rejected. However, the German Giants are reportedly ready to raise their offer to €80 million. Diaz isn't unhappy at Anfield, but is believed to be open to a move to the Bundesliga. If the right bid arrives, Liverpool's board could accept the deal. Meanwhile, manager Arne Slot, who won the Premier League in his debut season, is keen to reinforce the squad with at least two more attacking signings. Hugo Ekitike has already arrived from Eintracht Frankfurt, but with potential exits for Diaz, Darwin Núñez, Harvey Elliott, and possibly Federico Chiesa, Liverpool's attack could undergo significant changes. This is where Anthony Gordon becomes an increasingly relevant name. According to journalist Graham Bailey, Liverpool has discussed signing him in the past, and the interest remains strong. Gordon is said to be eager to wear the red shirt at Anfield, the club of his hometown and his heart. As Bailey put it, "If Diaz leaves, I wouldn't rule out Gordon. I think Liverpool will bring someone in, and he's one of their preferred options." Even though Gordon isn't unhappy at Newcastle, he didn't finish last season on a high note. He was left out of several games, and that uncertainty has made him rethink his future. Playing for Liverpool, the club he's always admired, would be a dream come true. Bailey added, "It's inevitable that Gordon will play for Liverpool at some point. Whether it's this summer, next, or the one after, it's going to happen." At 24 years old, Gordon is at his physical and technical peak. His speed, intensity, dribbling, and finishing make him a perfect fit for Arne Slot's modern high-energy style. The main obstacle to signing him is Newcastle's asking price, reportedly around £100 million, which would require bold action from Liverpool's new sporting director, Richard Hughes. Still, Liverpool has shown time and again that it's willing to spend big on top talent. And in Gordon's case, the emotional connection cannot be overlooked. He loves the club and dreams of playing at Anfield. If Luis Diaz really does leave, Gordon could be the ideal replacement. And by the end of the window, Reds fans might not only celebrate a high-quality signing, but also the arrival of a true hometown hero. Ibrahima Konate is on Real Madrid's radar, precisely at a time when his contract with Liverpool is nearing its end. However, despite the Spanish giant's interest, sources close to the defender indicate that his priority is still to renew with the Reds. The information was reported by journalist David Lynch, a specialist in Liverpool coverage, in an interview with Sports Mole. According to him, conversations with people in Konate's inner circle reveal that the player has not ruled out staying at Anfield. Quote, "At the moment, I still feel the priority is to renew with Liverpool," said Lynch. Talks are happening, but currently stalled, with no progress, which is concerning. But I don't think the situation has reached a point of no return. There's no indication that the player has decided to leave for Real Madrid, unquote. Lynch's statement comes after Spanish newspaper Marca reported that Liverpool suspects a possible pre-agreement between Real Madrid and Konate, a strategy similar to the one used to secure Trent Alexander-Arnold for a reduced fee. According to the publication, this move may indicate that the Spanish club has already made contact to sign the defender for next season. Despite that, Lynch emphasized that Konate's case is different from Alexander-Arnold's, mainly because the French defender shows no urgency to leave the club. Quote, "The possibility of an exit is on the table, but there's still hope for progress in talks. The player is not unhappy or set on leaving, but Liverpool will need to present a more attractive proposal," unquote. Currently, Konate earns an estimated salary of £80,000 per week. His representatives are reportedly demanding an increase to around £200,000 per week, a figure that would place him among the squad's highest earners, but which many consider fair for a top-level defender, a starter for the French national team, and a key piece in Arne Slot's defensive system. The contract impasse with Konate comes as Liverpool shows interest in Mark Guehi of Crystal Palace, seen as a potential replacement. Konate's future remains uncertain, and fans are hoping for a positive outcome in the negotiations to keep the defender at the club. Thank you so much for watching until the end. See you next time!